Welcome back. We're talking about, names. What's in a name? These days, people are going for, brands like the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton. In Ghana, we have our own fashion designers. But a lot of people really try. But at what expense? We'll be talking to Richard. Richard Kenta, he's a model and fashion designer. Good morning to you, Richard.
Good morning, Bridget.
And then we have Lololi Kwashiga. She's a young fashion designer. She's 13 years old. This is her second fashion show, and I'm excited about, just talking to Lololi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I absolutely. When did you know that you wanted to be a fashion designer?
Well, last year in August.
That's when you first did it. But growing up, did you like designing?
Yes.
At what age? Do you remember the first thing you drew?
No.
But at what age did you really like?
Around 7.
7?
Yes.
That's amazing. And your parents have supported you throughout. They didn't tell you that, no, they want you to be a doctor or a lawyer. What's a fashion designer?
No.
No. Who was the first person you spoke to about your designing?
I think they found out themselves.
Oh, they did? How?
Well, they would see me sketching clothes and stuff like that.
Wow. See? So the parents saw her interest and they only pushed her, encouraged her. Okay, Richard, let me come to you. Are you surprised? She's 13 years old, designing her second fashion show, by the way. I can't even draw a simple, dress. Are you surprised, 13 years?
Well, to start that early, it's kind of surprising, but sometimes you have the passion for clothing in the early ages, so I think it's okay.
Okay,
but she's doing amazing.
Okay, all right. We'll talk to her about her upcoming events, but let me talk to you about what's in a name. Why are people so obsessed with brands, Richard?
Some people think premium brand make you stand out, and it makes you feel some form of way in the society. They associate you as a bigger person when you are in such luxurious kind of clothing. So it makes them feel better. That's the main thing. Okay. And as a result of that, if they can't afford it, they rather go with the fake, not the original, but the fake brand, because it's a complex issue. It's a psychological issue. Well, I wouldn't go in for the fake because, if you can't afford the premium one, why going for the fake? Because if people see you in the fake, they may as well think that, you don't know anything at all. So why choose that one? But it's a huge market. The fake brand, it's huge. Recently, a number of them were arrested and, seized because they had duplicated brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and the like. So it's not something that can be stopped. Mm-hmm. Well, it can't be stopped. We can curb it in a way, but we can't, totally take it out of the market because, we have the grades. So some people may go in for grade 2, some people may go in for grade 1. So you have the options to choose from. Okay. Lololi, I want to ask you, do you have a favorite designer?
No.
You don't have? Why?
Because I like different things.
You like different things?
So I can't pick one.
Okay, so can you share with me some of the things you like? Who are the people you like?
Well, Prada.
Oh, you like Prada? Oh, The Devil Wears Prada. Have you seen that movie?
No.
No. Oh, Prada. But that's a good brand. Why?
I think their clothing is different. So it makes everything unique.
It's actually true. It's weirdly unique. Mm-hmm. That's why you like it. Mm-hmm. Huh. I like this girl. I love Prada too, And who else? Who else do you like?
Well, Zara.
Zara. Oh, okay. This girl knows what she's talking about. No, she's really mentioning the brands that. Wow, that's amazing. I'll come to you, but I see, sometimes on social media, you see people, advertise like the sort of brands they like. She mentioned she loves Prada, she loves Zara, and Ghanaian celebrities, they have a fleet of Louis Vuitton, and you hear people calling them out. How can you tell that this is authentic or fake? Can you tell by just looking at it, or what are the things that makes it stand out? And I'm sure we'll get it back. Maybe we'll examine it on set. Yeah, the common fake thing you can see from a brand is sometimes they go by a different name. If it's a Gucci, maybe they'll go in for some funny name, Gucci or something. DKNY, they'll do DKNZ something. Those ones are the minor. The obvious ones you can easily tell. And then the other ones too, it has to do with the fabrics, the kind of materials they use in the production. They'll go in for the, the inferior ones
and you know the premium ones going for the finer one, so you can easily tell from that angle.
So would you recommend people going for, you know, a brand that is more affordable for the mass market? Let me put it that way, because those, I mean, up-end what is called designers, it's not for everybody. So would you rather recommend that people go for brands that they are more comfortable with? Let's say, yeah, DKNY, Guess, you know, those very, very common ones, which is affordable, you know, than to pretend to be using an original when it's not an original look.
Well, I'd rather go in for the, you know, the moderate ones that I can afford, instead of going in for a funny name or, you know, some product with some funny, you know. I'd rather go in for one, because people who really uses the original one can easily tell that it's a fake. So why go in for the fake one and then not use the other ones that we all know? I mean,
I think this happened to me once. I walked into a shop and I thought I was buying is it Kiwi? There's a shoe polish.
Yeah, shoe
Kiwi.
polish, yeah.
And I went home and it was Mickey.
Yes,
but my eyes told me I was picking Kiwi.
Yeah.
You know, so could it also be an honest mistake?
Well, I wouldn't say it's an honest. I mean, you can easily tell if it has to do with the name. You can easily read. So if you see a Mickey and a Kiwi, and you know, I think if you don't know the original one, that's where you have to, you know, you have the. But if you know the original, and then you're going for it.
Okay, Lololi, what do you make about? I mean, what do you think about people, you know, who are into, you know, designers? You said you love Prada, and I'm sure, right? Do you own anything from Prada right now? Not yet, but you're saving. You will buy. I mean, yeah, we'll buy Lololi, all right. I'll buy Lololi, yes, but you would buy Prada as well. What do you think of people, you know, who want to use Louis Vuitton? You know, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and what do you think about them?
Well, if they want to use that, it kind of gives you some kind of class. So maybe that's why they want to use that brand.
And so you think it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
But if you can't afford it and you decide to go for the fake one?
I wouldn't recommend you going for a fake one, because you should wear something that you feel comfortable in, and you shouldn't try to be someone else.
We are getting lessons from a 13-year-old, and it's she's so on point that you should buy something that you're comfortable with. She's practically saying what you're saying, but I think she's actually putting it direct to us that, look, be comfortable in your skin, what you can afford. Do your friends talk about brands in school?
No.
They don't? They're not bothered. What do they talk about when it comes to design?
They don't talk about that.
When is your show? When is your show?
It's on the 9th of April.
9th of April. Is it this Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday. What time?
At 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Where?
Oak Plaza Hotel.
Old Plaza Hotel, 3 p.m.
Yes.
9th April, this Saturday.
Yes.
What are you showcasing?
Well, I'm showcasing my 4 clothing lines.
Okay.
Which is Jana.
Can you raise your voice a little bit for me?
Which is Jana, Rock of Ages, Hulu, and Nkoko.
Let's go back. 4 designs, right?
4
I had
clothing.
Rock of Ages.
Yes.
What else?
There's Jana, which is
Jana.
a sporty kind of thing. Rock of Ages is a kind of streetwear thing. Hulu is for summer, and Nkoko is African.
Hulu is for African. Rock of Ages more street.
Yes.
Ho ho. So what you put together is what?
It doesn't come under any of them.
It's this Saturday, 3 p.m. Look, I will be there. I want to see what you have on display. We actually have a couple of her designs from last year. My producers are really working hard to put it on TV. We'll bring it, you know, as we go on that. And I'm sure you would want to see a lot more of your colleagues wear what you produce, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you're designing, what is the inspiration behind it? What motivates you to design?
Well, my work is inspired by the things I see online. Example on Instagram. When I see things people are wearing, I try to make it my own, and I try to make it different.
Okay. Please, what's your Instagram account? I have to follow you.
Lololi Kwashiga.
Lololi Kwashiga. I'll go there and follow you as well. But those are the things that inspire you. How about when you're at school, the environment? Do you get ideas from your parents, by the way?
No.
I'm glad. So your parents are not influencing. Everything you're doing is by you.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So coming back to now, let's talk about the local brands. I mean, we have names like Christy Brown. We're going to have Lololi is doing her second, so Lololi, watch out for Lololi. But you have Christy Brown, you know, Draba Sewa, yeah, and you yourself, you're a designer, right? Yeah. But what they make is also expensive, given our environment. It's also expensive. It's not for everybody. Are those brands, you know, are they also, you know, do they stand the same level as the known ones?
Well, you see,
global brands.
Well, you see, we mostly, I think we mostly, use fabrics, like the local fabrics. So when we use the local fabrics in the international market, in a way, people, yeah. Well, the local brands are, emerging. They are emerging very, very fast, and I think they are trying to, be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some say that yes, but the pricing itself and the quality of the fabrics they use don't match. I mean, they are.
Well, they are really, really quality fabrics here, and we use them. Depending on your client. Some people even go in for. Some people bring their fabrics which are of premium quality, and you make, the best of outfits out from the fabrics they bring for them, and it's doing really well. I think we can match up.
Some say it's harder to wear the local designs. That is so easy to wear. One is mass production. Two, you can, flip it, change it, with a jacket. If you have like pants, one you can change. But if it's this and I wear it, the fabric is so bold and a lot of colors. So when you wear, everybody knows, yeah, that's it, and you just wear it again and again. What do you think about our fabric, the sort of fabric we use in promoting this?
Well, you see, I think there are many sorts of fabrics. So if you, depending on the occasion you want to use the outfit for, you go in for the mild toned ones, and then, there are various ones to choose from. So you just can't mix up any fabrics and then, just make an outfit. You have to consider all sorts of things. Okay.
So, Lololi, what advice would you give to people, who, when you're on the streets of Osu, you walk into a shop, they are selling Prada. Maybe a bag that's going for $2,000. I don't know, we're here to calculate. Don't worry, we'll do the calculation together, right? And they're selling for 400 cedis. Obviously, it's fake. But then they want to buy it, wear it, and feel good about themselves because you say it's classy. You use your word classy, right? What advice would you give to people like that?
Well, I think you should go for it. If you like it, you should go for it.
Just to satisfy their egos. But you wouldn't advise that they use fake brands?
Yes.
I see. Okay, so who have you invited for your show this weekend?
Well...
Is it open to all, by the way? Is it open to all?
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's open to all. Who gets to... but have you made any special invitation to people? Have you reached out people in the industry that you have contacted? Or are your friends coming? Where are they coming from?
Yes, they are coming.
Tell me, which schools are they coming from?
From Queensland, SOS.
Very bourgeois.
Tapaz.
What? Tapaz?
Tapaz.
Tapaz. Okay, Tapaz. Okay.
So many other schools. I'm not even sure.
They will come. And are you the only one showing?
Yeah, I'm the only one showing.
That's amazing. So it's her fashion show. Lololi Kwashige's fashion show is this weekend, Saturday, 3 p.m. Oak Plaza Hotel. She's, 4 designs on display, right? The streets, summer.
Yes.
What is what? Hula is summer.
No, Hulu.
Hulu is summer. Then we have the Rock of Ages, which is streetwear, and then
there's Hulu, which is summer. Then there's Nkoko, is African, and then there's Jana, which is sports.
Okay, all right then. Lololi, thank you very much for joining us in our studio. Quick advice for persons who want to follow the trend, be trendy, but I can't afford it.
Well, I think you should just stick with what you can afford. That is much easier. Original, moderate thing that you can afford is better than fake, which everyone can tell. So stick with what you can afford. It's easy that way.
Thank you so much, Richard Kensa and Lololi Kwashiga. I'm inspired by her own fashion show at 13. I can't believe it. Oak Plaza Hotel this Saturday, 3 p.m. I will be there. Please, do I come in free? Thank you very much. I'll be there free.